Now let us learn how to write a string on the web page. To write a string on the web page, we use a response.write method, and that response.write method accepts a parameter that can be a simple string or it can be a HTML code as well. Let us see this with example. Now here I have a ASPX page that doesn't have anything apart from some HTML code, and in the page load event of this ASPX page we are calling response.write method and passing some parameters. That parameters, first let us pass this parameter as a simple string. So I removed all the HTML code from inside and my string is hello world. Now when I will run this page, you will notice that the hello world will be written on the browser. You can see that hello world is written. Now let us go to the view source and examine where it is being written. Because I have written this response.write under the page load, so as soon as the page load event will fire, response.write will method will execute and hello world will be written, and it will be written at the top of the page, even before these elements, these HTML elements. Okay, so this is not the actual the ideal way to write any content at a specified location on the web page. Okay, now if we have to write any text or any HTML content on a specific location of the web page, we can use label and or literal control. We will see that later on. Now let us tweak this code and let's put some HTML code inside. So now I want my hello world text to appear into the bold style. And when I will refresh this page, you will notice that it is coming in the bold style now. Now let's talk about label and literal control. ASP label control is used to display the text on the web page. The text is wrapped with a span and a span tag when it is rendered on the web page. Okay, we will see this example. And ASP literal control is used to display the text on the web page but without wrapping any tag. Okay, now generally ASP label control is used to display CSS formatted output, and ASP literal control is used to display HTML formatted output. Now let's see this, how to write a text for ASP label control. Okay, in order to write a text for ASP label control, we can either specify the text property of the label, or we can specify the same text property from the code behind as well. In this case, I have written the text property of the label control on the ASPX page itself. Okay, so let us see this. Now here is my label page where I have a ASP label control with label with ID equal to label 1, run at equal to server, and text is equal to my first label. Okay, now notice that I do not have anything specific to this label 1 in the code behind. See here, there is nothing label 1. Okay, now let us run this page and examine the source code of that page. So I'm running this page in the browser and this is my first label. Now let's go ahead and see the source code. So you can see that this is my code that is appearing in the source code of the web page. That's what I was talking about here, that when ASP label control is used to write any text on the web page, that particular text is wrapped under the span tag, opening span tag and the closing span tag. Okay, whatever ID I had specified here as label 1, you can see that it is appearing as a span ID as label 1. Okay, so now let us see the next how to specify the text for the label control from the code behind. Okay, in order to specify the text of the label control from the code behind, we can access the text property of the label control using the label ID and write our text that we want to specify for that particular label. Now let's see this. Here I have a label called label 2 and its text is by default my second label, but because in the code behind I have written label 2.text equal to written from the code behind, so this label 2 text will be changed from my second label to written from code behind. Okay, let us see this. This is my second label and its text is no more my second label. Hold on. Yeah, its text is no more my second label, but it has been changed to written from code behind. Now let us go to the source code of this page, and you can see that level 2 text is coming as written from the code behind. Okay, this is because that I have accessed the text property of the label control in the page load event of the ASPX page and specified its text. I can also change, maybe if I want to bring this text into the bold, then I can simply go ahead and modify the code behind, and when I will run this page, you will notice that it will appear in the bold style now. Let us move on and see the next how to write CSS formatted text on the web page. Okay, in order to write CSS formatted output or CSS formatted text on the web page, we can access or we can use the property that is exposed by the label control, and those properties are basically like forecolor that will give you the text color, back color that will give you the background color of the text, and other CSS properties like font size, font family, other stuffs. Now here what I'm going to do is that in the label control I have written text as CSS formatted text. I have specified its forecolor as red and back color as green. Now when this code will execute, what will happen is, see here, this is my level 6, and you can notice that I have specified its forecolor as red and back color as green. Now when I will run this page, what will happen is my text, CSS formatted text, will appear into the red color with background color as green. Let us see this. See here, CSS formatted text is appearing. 1 minute. CSS formatted text is appearing in the red color with a background color as green, because that's what I have specified here, foreground color as red and background color as green. So this is the way to write the CSS formatted text in the label control. Now let us examine the source code of this particular label, level 6. Here is my level 6, and you can notice that its color style has been written as red and background color has been written as green. One very important point to note here is that I have not specified this style equal to color red and background color is equal to green, but it has been automatically written by the ASP.NET because I have specified forecolor and back color as red and green respectively as the label property. So whatever style related property you will specify into the label control or any ASP.NET control, that by default gets converted into the CSS style and written on the page. So in this case, forecolor and back color, and you can see that color is added as red and background color has been written as green as the CSS style of this particular label. Now let's move on to the next how to apply CSS style in the label control from the code behind. In this how to, we saw that how to apply CSS style from the ASPX page. Now in the next how to, we are going to see how to apply the CSS style in the label control from the code behind. Okay, so here I have a label 3, and in this what I have done is that in the page load event of this particular ASPX page, I have specified its CSS style. So I have written label3.font.bold equal to true. That will make the font style of my third label as bold. Then I have specified font names like Verdana and Arial. So what will happen is that my third label will appear into the Verdana font style. Now I have specified font size, that is larger, and then I have specified forecolor as green and background color as yellow. Now let's see, and let's go to the code behind of this page, and you can notice that that's what I had written here for level 3, and here is my level 3 ASP label control. Now let us go to the output. You can see that my output is coming in Verdana style. Let me show you this output here. Yes, Now this output is coming, the text is coming of this label 3 into the Vardhana font. Its size is larger, its background color is yellow, its foreground color is green, okay, and it is coming into the bold style. Okay, this is why, because I had specified these CSS style from the code behind, and that is getting affected into the output. Now let us go ahead and see the source code. In the source code you can see that this is what my label 3 is, and here you can see that style attribute has been written color green, background color yellow, font family Vardhana, Arial, font size larger, font weight equal to bold. So whatever style I had written from the code behind, all are getting set as a style attribute of this particular level, and that is ultimately getting affected on the page.